Which of the following authentication factors is the most difficult to compromise, guys? Is this something you have, something you know, something you are, or somewhere you are? The correct answer is choice C, something you are. Fingerprints, palm scans, retina scans, voice authentication, or facial recognition are all known as biometrics. These are things you just can't change, and something that nobody else has. It's special and unique to just you. This type of authentication is the most difficult to compromise as it is the most difficult to steal. I mean, if you're working a job where someone is actively trying to steal your biometrics, like stealing your hand or taking your eyes out, then watching YouTube certified in cybersecurity exam practice question videos is the least of your concerns. You're probably working on something that is at the highest level of national security intelligence, or you're like some sort of James Bond villain or something. But why is choice C the correct answer and not the other choices? This is the most important thing to know. Let's look at choice A, something you have. These are things that you physically carry with you. A hard token that's on your keychain, USB drive with PIN codes, an RSA secure ID, or an Okta or WatchGuard token that generates a random string of numbers. These are all something you have, something you carry around with you. And also something that you can quite easily leave on the metro, or accidentally drop it before getting into your car, or forget on your desk at work. You forget the policy that your company has a clean desk policy, but you still leave that USB drive at your work with your token generator. Physical objects can be easily stolen and are far less difficult to compromise than biometrics. Choice B, something you know, is something stored in your memory, inside your brain. But if it's inside your brain, then how is something stored in your temporal lobe easier to compromise than your biometrics? Because as humans, we are a walking vulnerability. We feel anger, shame, guilt, euphoria, fear, pity, and empathy. And these are all emotions social engineering techniques will attempt to exploit through emails, phone calls, or a long-term campaign. Someone pretending to be a friend or a family member, or someone pretending to be your company's security administrator can put together enough information and sound convincing enough to make you believe they are who they are. Your brief moment of trust is all they need for you to tell them something you know, like your password or any other authentication information. Something you know would be the second best answer. It would be the second most difficult authentication factor to compromise. And choice D, somewhere you are, this is a relatively new term and probably something you don't have to worry about knowing for the CC exam. Somewhere you are is just a way to authenticate you into a system in relation to your location. As in, if you live in New York City and your company is located in New York City and your IP address is one allocated to an internet service provider in New York City, then your authentication software shouldn't be seeing your authentication response come in from Bucharest, Romania or something. Like your IP address should probably be something between 64.222.162.0 or in between the range of .0 and 255. And not something in the range of, what's Romania's IP allocation is, 104.133.125.0 to .255. Okay, by the way, 0 and 255, you can't have those IP addresses because of because it's the broadcast IP and a network ID, but that's stuff you don't need to know for this exam. All right, don't worry about that for CC, and probably not even for the CISP exam. Don't worry about IP block ranges or somewhere you are authentication factors for either of those exams. The world hasn't caught up to this authentication factor quite yet. All right? Good luck on your certified in cybersecurity exam, everyone. It's easy. You'll do great. You're gonna pass it. Then you're gonna take the CISP exam, and you're gonna pass that. And you're going to go on to become a stellar information security professional in the industry. I just know it. Okay? Good luck.